The BBC was supposed to air an interview with Logan Paul on Thursday night about his upcoming fight with KSI, but when it came down to it, they made the decision not to. I will tell you why here on IO. What is happening, people? This is IO. My name is Charlotte, and who's excited for the fight between Logan Paul and KSI? Let me know who you think will win in those comments. The big YouTuber boxing match has been a hot topic of conversation online for several weeks now. For those that don't know, after KSI defeated Joe Weller, he called out Logan Paul, saying that he was next. They have been trash talking ever since, and now a boxing match between the two YouTubers is officially happening. It's gaining so much attention that the BBC thought it was necessary to do an interview with Logan Paul and KSI about it. There are a lot of young people following this fight, and it made sense for the BBC to give it some press, probably to attract a younger audience. The interview was set to air on Sloth's show on July 26th, but at the last minute, the BBC chose not to run with it. In a tweet, BBC Radio 1 said this about the interview. "We were going to hear from Logan Paul and KSI on their boxing match tonight. After we listened back to the interview, we don't feel it's right. We understand some of your strong views on Logan, but ultimately, if we don't think the interview is good enough, we don't air it." Ooh, that's awkward. So the BBC are basically saying that the interview was so bad that they are refusing to feature it on their show. But the interview being bad might not have been the entire reason why the BBC chose not to air it. Earlier in the week, the BBC featured a trailer for the interview and they got a lot of negative backlash for it. There were a lot of people that were extremely unhappy that Logan Paul was being given airtime because of the Japanese suicide forest scandal that took place earlier this year. Radio 1 host Sloth previously criticized Logan Paul publicly after the suicide forest video went viral. He said, "Fam, let's face it, you're an absolute wally." He also said that Logan's apology was disingenuous. That being said, Sloth is used to having controversial guests on his show, but I guess there were so many people put off by this interview and by the BBC giving Logan Paul publicity after everything that's happened that they chose not to go with it. One person tweeted in response to the interview, "Are we forgetting he filmed a man who had taken his life in a country where the suicide rate is high and put it on the internet for his young audience to see? This is not how you attract a young audience. It's irresponsible and everyone involved in making this happen." Alright, what do you guys think? Should the BBC have run with the interview anyway, or do you think it was right for them to cancel it? Let me know in those comments. In other fight news, apparently Logan Paul is so confident he's gonna beat KSI that he put a $1 million bet on himself. The fight is set to take place on August 25th in the UK, and a second fight is scheduled in the US in February 2019. Alright friends, that's all I have for you on that. Let me know your thoughts in those comments, but for now, it's time to respond to some of your comments. To the comment dance. Quagmire said, "I'm addicted to Charlotte and InformOverload." Thanks, Quagmire, big fan. The Fire Fury said, "Dies of being ignored by the Potato Queen." Don't die. I'm not ignoring you, I just probably didn't see your comment. Sword said, "Charlotte, do you have another channel?" I do. I have a personal channel. I don't post very often, but I'll put a link down below. Crazy Mike said, "Charlotte, I was almost turned into a French fry." No need to yell. I might eat a French fry or two for lunch today. I will. That's all folks, thanks for watching. Over here is a link to another great IO video, and there's also a playlist over there that you should definitely check out. If you want to catch up with me, follow me on Instagram. My handle is posted in the description down below. And don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications, and I will see you in the next IO video.